Hi there, I'm Jan Watson. I'm a spiritual life coach and an energy healer. I work a lot with A Course in Miracles, and I have recently been introduced to Tina Spalding's Channelings of Jesus. And I purchased her book, A Year of Forgiveness, which corresponds to all of the lessons in A Course in Miracles. And so I will be reading from both The Course in Miracles and her book, her channelings, and I will be offering some of my commentary. And so for today, as the introduction, I wanted to read the introduction both to the Course in Miracles workbook and Tina Spalding's book. So the introduction to the Course in Miracles, and if you haven't seen the book, it looks like this. It's the third edition. It is a complete book with text. So there's a text version, there's the workbook, which are lessons, and then there's a manual for teachers, which is more of a reference section. Okay. A theoretical foundation, such as the text, let me try that again. Let's start over. A theoretical foundation, such as the text provides, is necessary as a framework to make the exercises in this workbook meaningful. Yet it is doing the exercises that will make the goal of the course possible. An untrained mind can accomplish nothing. It is the purpose of this workbook to train your mind to think along the lines the text sets forth. The exercises are very simple. They do not require a great deal of time, and it does not matter where you do them. They need no preparation. The training period is 1 year. The exercises are numbered from 1 to 365. Do not undertake to do more than one set of exercises a day. The workbook is divided into two main sections. The first dealing with the undoing of the way you see now, and the second with the acquisition of true perception. With the exception of the review periods, each day's exercises are planned around one central idea, which is stated first. This is followed by a description of the specific procedures by which the idea for the day is to be applied. The purpose of the workbook is to train your mind in a systematic way to a different perception of everyone and everything in the world. The exercises are planned to help you generalize the lessons so that you will understand that each of them is equally applicable to everyone and everything that you see. Transfer of training and true perception does not proceed as does transfer of the training in the world. If true perception has been achieved in connection with any person, situation, or event, total transformation to everyone and everything is certain. On the other hand, one exception, held apart from true perception, makes its accomplishment anywhere impossible. The only general rules to be observed throughout, then, are, first, that the exercises be practiced with great specificity, as will be indicated. This will help you to generalize the ideas involved to every situation in which you find yourself and to everyone and everything in it. Second, be sure that you do not decide for yourself that there are some people, situations, or things to which the ideas are inapplicable. This will interfere with the transfer of training. The very nature of true perception is that it has no limits. It is the opposite of the way that you see now. The overall aim of the exercises is to increase your ability to extend the ideas you will be practicing to include everything. This will require no effort on your part. The exercises themselves meet the conditions necessary for this kind of transfer. Some of the ideas the workbook presents you will find hard to believe, and others may seem quite startling. This does not matter. You are merely asked to apply the ideas as you are directed to do so. You are not asked to judge them at all. You are asked only to use them. It is their use that will give them meaning to you, and will show you that they are true. Remember only this. You need not believe the ideas, you need not accept them, and you need not even welcome them. Some of them you may actively resist. None of this will matter or decrease their efficacy. but do not allow yourself to make exceptions in applying the ideas the workbook contains. And whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them. Nothing more than that is required. And that's the introduction to the Course in Miracles. And so essentially, it's a set it and forget it kind of a situation. Trust that you will get whatever you need out of this. This is a year-long endeavor, and it says this repeatedly in a couple of places, but if you get off track, if you lose a few days, if you are having a hard time with the lessons, keep plodding along. So if you're struggling with lesson 1, just know that you are getting the information that you need at this time. You can always repeat this later, but continue to move forward with the lessons. And if you miss a few days and you feel like you should go back and review, I go back to this, pick up where you left off and just continue to move forward with the lessons. Do the best that you can to complete them, but don't get caught up in making it right or really understanding or mastering any one lesson. If we try to master these lessons now, we will get our ego in the way and we will never move forward. And so just honor that the lessons are set up so that we can make progress every single day. And when we start to look back later on, it will all make sense. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And I really hope that this is a miraculous adventure for you. All right. I forgot. I'm reading A Year of Forgiveness. Okay. So Tina Spalding is a trance channel who has been channeling since 2013. And this is her introduction to her book. All of these words that I'm reading are the words of Jesus as she has channeled them, just so that you're aware of that. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and this is your year. This is the year you have chosen to do A Course in Miracles. And what a year it will be. This is the year that you are acting in accord with truth. The truth that you really don't like what your mind produces. You really don't enjoy living here that much at all the time. This is a common trait for humans on the earth plane now. A Course in Miracles was first transmitted through another channel for a specific time, and this book was channeled for this time. These lessons have been on your earth plane for over 50 years. Many teachers and groups have formed, educated themselves, and then dissolved. Some have passed on from this plane using the information and the knowledge that they gained from their studies to relieve the suffering of their distorted minds. That is what the book is for. I am that one that you know as Jesus. There may be some doubts in your mind about whether or not this is true, and there is nothing I can do to prove to you that I am the one that you know as Jesus. But I want you to understand that as you study this material, your hateful and unloving beliefs and ideas will be revealed in your mind. Many of them were inadvertently put there by others with the best of intentions. You will begin to see that suffering is optional. In the end, it doesn't matter whether you believe who I am. It doesn't matter. What I want you to understand is that you do not need to suffer. You do not need to live in pain and agony, in a state of sickness and eventual death. Death is an illusory state that you believe in because you've been taught about it so much in your society. Your murder movies, your war movies, your society worships death. You might say, no, this society does not worship death. We try to save people. But when you look at the actions of your government, some of your parenting techniques, some of your working conditions, and the terrible environmental degradation and damage done to the beautiful sphere on which you find yourselves living, you will know that the tree that bears the fruit of modern Western society is not a healthy one. It does not have a healthy thought system. I will guide you through the next 365 days on how to step away from the unhealthy and unloving warmongering thought system of your modern Western world toward the thought system of love and true forgiveness. You will learn each day how to train your mind, and you will learn what is within you that does not serve you, your planet, or your family. The ideas of sacrifice and suffering are not contained within this teaching. Do not bring your traditional Christian beliefs to this work. This work is about freedom. It is about self-expression. And it is about true love, the true spiritual love of one brother or sister for another. Your salvation lies in practicing these lessons. And to Tina Spalding, to the channel, he said, "Thank you for joining this dear being, a great teacher in your own right. I will encourage the channel to do these lessons with you daily over the next 365 days. She has some preconceived ideas of what this journey is going to be for her. She will learn her own lessons as she dedicates her life to helping you achieve the transformation of heart and mind that she has achieved. I am the one that you know as Jesus, and we will speak again soon." And so this is sort of the updates. It's a complementary book to serve the Course in Miracles. And again, the Course in Miracles was channeled in the 1970s, and it's now into the 2021. And so things have changed a bit since the 70s, although many of the issues that are we finding ourselves in are still the same. So I hope that you enjoy the combination of these two things, and I will try and keep all of these under 15 minutes, although clearly some of the texts will be a little longer, so they may run over just a bit. I thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in lesson 1. Bye.